episode
34.
Wow, 34. Mas maaga tayo ngayon. It is a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes. We are launching this today, Saturday, for a reason. Of course, this is taped. We're taping on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. Yan.
But you are watching this
They're
premium
watching it on a Saturday.
on a Saturday because we'd like to promote a show we're doing on Sunday, tomorrow. It's a benefit show called It Takes a Village. It's for the medical bills of Sandwiches Myrene's brother, Marlo, who had a stroke. So we're helping them out. Bands are playing. You can check the Soupstar Facebook, Instagram, the Soupstar pages for details on how to watch and how to get the shirt. Daren, the shirt is designed by our friends from Daily Grind and Team Manila. It takes a village shirt. Maganda yung shirt eh. Bands are playing. Do you have the list? May list ka ba? Wait, let me check. The bands playing on the show are ito. Oops, mali. Wrong poster.
Ito.
Oh, sige.
Sandwich, Imago, Six Cycle Mind, The Vowels They Orbit, Moonstar 88, Banda Niklegi, Pedicab, Brace Note, Ultra Combo.
Yes, the Soupstar bands. Thank you to the Soupstar bands. Sandwich and Ultra are playing live.
Nice.
Live in the studio, in the Soupstar studio. I think, if I'm not mistaken, unless it changes, Sandwich is playing first to open the show, I think. And I think Ultra is playing last. Ayun. It's gonna be fun.
Astig yan. Mag-raffle din kami ng procrastinator na white sa mga
Wow!
tickets.
That's my guitar.
Ay, hindi naman dyan. Nice.
Nandito, nandun sa that gray case. Favorite ko tong case na to. Anyway, ako din. Sabi ni Darwin, sabi ko, hey, do you wanna give away a shoe? Here's the question. My question to you, kasi hindi naman to live sa iba, di ba? Should I give a shoe that I've used and sign it? Or a brand new shoe and sign it?
Hindi. Dapat yung nagamit mo siya in a memorable gig or something or
well, that's all the shoes that I use. They're all
pipili ka ng isa doon na parang
pipili ako. So mas maganda.
Ito maganda yung stage dive ko nung night na to. Mas
pero
maganda for me.
Pero madumi. Madumi lahat ng like kunwari.
Siya na bahala mag-grilled sa grill. Sila Jugs yata yun, diba?
Like, this shoe is dirty,
okay,
diba? Parang,
it's not. Di naman siya muddy, so...
yung iba, muddy eh.
Yeah.
Kasi, lalo na, Vans. We're giving away Vans because we're promoting Vans.
Or maybe
right? Sandwich is promoting Vans.
Acrylic box or something.
Pwede din, wala ako nun. Pero, maganda yung okay lang na sa bagay.
Maganda for me na used. Mas parang, mas may weight.
Sa bagay, pag ginamit mo sa basketball game, pinawisan mo yun kung NBA player ka. Hindi naman ako NBA player.
Gusto ko yun.
Diba? Yung afternoon game, diba?
Ginamit talaga sa amuin ko pa.
Wag niyong aamuin ang shoes ko. Tapos, so we're giving away shoes and a guitar. That's so cool. The shirts are available in Soupstar. I don't know the details. I might mess it up. So just go to the Soupstar Facebook, Instagram, Twitter page, whatever. Ayun. So there. The show is on July 18, Sunday, 6 p.m. It's going to be live online. Sandwich and Ultra are playing live. The others have taped as live performances.
Kano katagal yung mga performances? Would you know?
Yeah, just a couple of songs. Just a few songs. Two or three. I'm not sure. So I don't know how many songs Sandwich is playing. Magkikita kami kinamong bukas eh. And Ultra Alcohol Buddy mamaya. Nandito yung Pedicab actually nung isang araw, nung Sunday to tape our performance ng
Saka ano pala,
formas.
banggitin na
Oh,
rin natin yung admission
sige.
fee nung event. So it's
Sige.
gonna be 500 pesos. Tapos yung session will be done via Zoom. Yung mga confirmed registrants will receive their Zoom link before the event through the email address info@soupstar.ph. So yun, so mga may katanungan at lahat, pwede na rin nila i-email ang info@soupstar. I guess pwede rin sila mag-DM sa IG, FB,
Yeah,
Soupstar.
online naman yung mga tao sa office. Tapos Daren, ito, iba naman. After nun. Kahapon, tinawagan ako ni Mike Dizon. Somebody reached out to Mike Dizon, a bike shop, RD Cycles, in Libis. Tapos pinadala niya kami, sabi, punta kayo dito, try out our BMX bikes.
Wow.
Sabi ko, okay Mike. Pero I wasn't too excited kasi sabi ko, I think
Ayaw mo mag-BMX?
hindi, my size and age right now, baka hindi na comfortable sa BMX kasi I've been riding mountain bikes sa 29 yung wheels, 'di ba? Sabi ko, baka mukha ng Kenkoy, 'di ba? Pag naka-BMX. So sabi ko, okay, let's check it out. Punta kami sa Libis ni Mike kahapon. Tapos pagdating doon, pare, ang ganda. I always love BMX kasi
Yung
lahat naman
BMX
tayo.
is nakatayo ka dapat, di ba?
Oh, nakatayo, mababa yung upuan. Hindi, inuupuan lang naman yun para magpahinga eh. Pero mababa yun so they can like flip and do tricks with it. I don't do tricks, but I grew up riding BMX bikes hanggang college, hanggang nanakaw yung BMX ko.
Paano as transportation? Naka-BMX ka?
Oh, kasi sa school ako nakatira eh. Sa
So, hindi
UP
ka rin
eh.
umuupo habang nag-bike ka?
Well, yung akin, tinaas ko yung upuan para makaupo ako.
Okay.
Pero ito yun, para ako, di sinakyan namin ni Mike nung inassemble na dalawang bike. Nilagyan na ng pedal and all. Parang, sabi ko, Mike, para akong 12. Yung pakiramdam ko, parang 12 years old.
Is that good or bad?
It's good kasi parang nakalimutan mo lahat na may yung adult things, nakalimutan mo for a while. It's bad kasi may sinubukan akong gawin tapos sumakit yung balikat ko. So that's, kailangan mong isipin na, nope, don't try that again. You used to do it as a kid. Pero parang, nakita ko may rotor pare. Binarspin ko agad yung bike. Muntik na sumempla. Binarspin ko, inikot ko bigla. Tas naipit yung, of course, I've never done it as an adult, diba?
Yeah.
Used to do it as a 14-year-old. Sumakit yung balikat. Kasi ko, talaga, bar spin lang sumakit yung balikat. So, have to, yun yung bad.
Ano
I have to remember.
Mag-bar spin ka?
Hindi nga eh, just rolling bar spin. Rolling, nothing fancy. Para, oh, may rotor. Parang nakita mo lang. And,
Yung rotor?
di ba may mga kable yung preno? May cables.
Oh.
May nakakabit na rotor so pwede mo siyang iikot forever. Hindi siya magtatanggal. So wow, rotor! I've always wanted this as a kid. Tapos binar spin ko. Tapos just one bar spin while
bar spin?
While slowly rolling, di ba? But which I used to do as a kid, di ba? As a teenager. Parang no sweat. Pero dati tatanggalin mo yung preno, di ba? Walang preno yung bikes namin noon eh. Nikot ko, sumabit yung balikat ko para, aray, masakit. Remember not to do that again, ever. Tapos, nag-joke kami, ito yung magandang kwento. Dinala namin sa bike park, sa kina Coach Vance, sa Pasig. Tapos, nandun din si Coach Ellie, dalawang coach, mga dating teammates ni Mike when he used to ride pro sa mountain biking races. Sabi ko, gino ko lang, matututo pa kaya ako mag bunny hop at this age? Tapos pinakita niya kay Mike pare. Pinakita niya two things. Parang you have to raise the rear wheel like that. Pero kailangan hilahin mo and then raise the rear wheel. Parang sabi ni Mike, those are two things that you can do. Itaas yung huling gulong tsaka i-raise. But nobody has ever explained it that way. Dati pag, like for the past 40 years, I can do a double jump which is pag hinila mo yung bike sabay aangat.
Hmm.
A bunny hop is yung ganon, yung it looks cooler. But I've never been able to do it. Tas first or second try, nung tinuro niya yung, hindi, kailangan kasi may tulak sa, pinakita niya lang. I don't know how to explain it, hindi ako coach. Kami ni Mike parang, wow, it's mababa, but it's still a legitimate bunny hop na parang, oh my God, pag may magaling na coach, just showing you what to do, diba? Like, I wish I had this when we were younger, pero yun. So, uwi ang bahay, bunny hop ako ng bunny hop dito, buong gabi ang sakit ng arms ko. Pag uwi namin ng 6 p.m., parang gusto ko pa mag-bike ka. So nilabas ko pa yung bike, pare. Pinunta ko pa si Darwin sa Colt. Tapos nagbabunny hop.
Saan?
Sa street niya, sa Colt.
Anong meron?
Wala, gusto ko lang pakita yung BMX. Yun lang. So yun yung kwento ko. Na-excite ako.
Nanood ka ba nung UFC? Hindi.
Anong take mo doon?
Wala. Parang tingin ko, parang mahina na talaga yung leg niya. Tapos, wala. Ano na talaga, he's not in the top 10 anymore.
Not
Diba?
in shape na, no? Wala na. Yun ang problema sa sports, age, no?
Tsaka parang masyado siyang baka nagpa-practice ng sipa, kaya nasira yung feet niya.
Parang kay ano din yun, di ba?
Nakakatawa nga
Silva.
yung past 3 fights, may ganun. Parang past 2, may ganun na nangyari.
I think yung mga, hindi ko alam, I'm not a pro, but di ba may tinitrain sila para mamatay yung nerves nung...
Hindi, yun bone microfractures na eh. So parang
okay.
hindi niya binigyan.
May lamat na.
Oo, pero usually kasi kung after microfracture, kung nag-heal siya, parang mas matibay siya. Pero kung hindi mo binigyan ng time mag-heal, magiging brittle siya. So parang siguro dahil sa training,
na-abuse.
Na-abuse. Tapos fight agad, kaya nasira. Parang ganun. Yung si Poirier, parang ang tagal na, nung parang tinatry kasi habulin ni Conor yung ilang years na wala siya sa MMA. Diba? Si Poirier all this time, parang active siya, parang he's fighting yung best of the best, Gaethje, Holloway. Tapos parang, yun nga, parang mahirap na you're just doing boxing or pahinga or whatever he's doing. Tapos papasok siya in the top 10 bigla. It just shows na malayo na yung level nila. Tapos siya, while he's doing yung mga celebrity stuff, siguro, gano'n, parang, alam mo yun, gano'n. So, parang feeling ko sad rin for the sport kasi parang lahat ng sport needs a superstar, diba?
He was good for the sport.
Diba? Ganun talaga eh. Parang, in a way, yung kung walang rockstar, paano sisikat yung genre? Diba? Parang ganun siya eh. Kailangan mo ng decided winner every time. Hindi naman, pero parang mukhang ganun na may consistent champion. Pero wala. Ganun talaga. Tapos yung next, yung Oliveira na Poirier na yata. Parang ganun. Maganda rin yun, pero syempre hindi kasing... Imagine mo kung nanalo si Conor, parang sobrang wild, di ba? Pero kaya kinakabahan na ako kasi grabe siya mag-trash talk. Parang, pare, medyo sana siguraduhin mo manalo ka. Kundi, ito nakakahiya talaga.
Pinredict niya yung stretcher, pare.
Oo nga eh. Tapos baliktad eh. Parang, shit. Grabe. Ay, o nga pala. Yung last episode natin with Berf, okay pala, no? Parang thanks kay Berf for guesting ulit.
Bitin eh, no?
Bitin nga. Kasi may mga nagko-comment din na they wanted some more questions. So maybe we can get
We'll invite him in the future.
Tayo na yung pupunta sa kanya nga pagka okay na.
Sa NAM.
Sa NAM.
Kasi usually pumupunta naman ng D&D sa NAM eh, di ba?
Yeah.
Doon din kayo nag-meet. So maybe a few days before or after.
Pwede. Tapos ano na rin yun, West Coast. So kung gusto niya pumunta somewhere else, madali na lang rin yun.
Yung last trip mo yata ng NAM was your honeymoon.
Parang, yeah.
Diba? Was it
20,
what?
yung
19? 18?
2019,
2019, right?
Tsaka mag-ano pala tayo,
Mm.
mag-konting shoutout tayo sa mga nag-comment.
Oh,
Just
go
a
ahead.
few, sila, and pa-shoutout daw, Sir Rayms. So, si Josel Fabella.
Oh, okay.
Yan. So,
Hi.
yun lang. Tapos ito rin, si JD Chua. Sir Rayms pa-shoutout rin. Yun. Tapos, may isa pang question na hindi ko
Akala yata nung iba live eh.
hindi. For the next lang. Wala lang.
For the next
Oo,
episode.
for the
Okay,
next.
okay. Okay. Ay,
Tapos,
pare, yung
ano?
pala, kaya pala ako na late nung Sunday. Dumating si Mike maaga for the pedicab shoot.
Ah,
Sabi niya, akyat tayong sige, bike tayo. So, pumunta kami pumunta ako kay Shinji, doon siya dumiretso. Nag-bike kami. Tapos nasa taas kami ng bundok sa Tocadon. Nagkakalaman si Juice. Sabi ko, may gagawin ako eh. Tapos yung pala hindi ko na-upload yung episode. Kaya 1 hour late yung episode. Okay, go.
okay lang yun. Better late than never. Tsaka maganda naman yung yung comments, so okay naman. Tsaka may isa pa pala.
Okay.
Sir Daren, sana may tanong mo ito kay Idol Rayms. Nakapanood ba siya ng live ng Ahead musical?
Na-discuss na natin yan eh.
Na-discuss ba natin to?
Oo,
Not sure. Pero akala ko lang hindi ko natanong sa'yo.
Okay.
Ano ba yung Ahead?
Ang huling El Bimbo.
Oo nga pala.
Na-discuss na natin. So mas maganda hindi ko sagutin ngayon. Panurin niyo na lang lahat ng episodes at hanapin.
Sige.
Pero alam ko na-discuss natin yan eh.
Sige. Okay. Yun lang.
Ganda hindi sinagot eh.
That's all the questions and comments for now. Tapos, gusto mong mag-intro? I-intro na natin yung host.
Wait. Sige. Nakilala ko sila sa Electronica Manila. Si Ian Morse is my neighbor. Kumatok lang to minsan sa bahay, pare.
Oh.
It was in the 90s. Sabi, hey Rayms, I know you're interested in electronic music. Tapos sabi, pakinggan mo naman yung tracks ko. He just gave me a CD or a cassette. As blown away. Tapos ever since, every now and then, I'd give him something to remix. He's my favorite remix person, go-to. Paano pag may paparemix ako, sa kanya ako sobrang galing. Tapos our other guests, same guests this episode, si Cyril, Silver Filter, is nakilala ko, he was like doing master class or teaching classes in Reason. My DAW of choice. So pag may hindi ako maintindihan sa Reason, pre-YouTube, si Cyril, paano ba to? Paano ganyan? And then the other guy, si DJ Abdel Azis, si Mads. Siya naman ang Ableton guy. So anything nerding out, setting up Ableton, this is si DJ Abdel Azis. Okay, do your intro.
Okay, this week we are joined by Ian Magbanua, Morse, Cyril Sorongon, Silver Filter, and Mads Abubakar Abdel Aziz. The three are longtime electronic music producers and have been part of the electronic Manila movement since the early 2000s. Now, they are launching their channel called Asphalt Music Gaming. This channel is focused on driving, racing video games set to Philippine-made electronic music. So please welcome Sai, Ian, and Abdel Aziz.
Hi guys.
Hey,
hello.
Where is DJ Abdel Aziz?
On his way, I think.
Okay, on his way. Let us begin by telling us what is Asphalt music. I got a text from you, Ian. Sabi mo, pengin naman track na Squid 9. We have this new thing. It's called Asphalt music. And then, okay, I just sent you a track. And then nakita ko na lang nung tinag nyo ako. This is so cool. Sabi ko, tas tinext ko si Daren, Daren, you gotta see this. Parang may video game. You're playing a video game, tapos you're talking about the video game and talking about stuff and talking about music. So tell us about it.
Okay, so basically the idea really is Asphalt Music is something we put together to promote local electronic music, and it's really that niche na electronic music talaga, which we feel needs a little more exposure, at least locally, diba? For everyone to get to know what kind of electronic music is available locally, na made by Filipinos. Yeah. Now, the game, it's always a driving game. It's always we're always driving around. It's really to give that kind of atmosphere of being in the car with your mates. Tas parang uy, pare may bago ako sounds ganyan, diba? But we focus on electronic music, diba? And it really started out because I like to game, diba? I have a driving setup. But when I play my games, ang nangyayari, I just drive around, tapos may Spotify ako sa background, tapos drive lang talaga ako, di ba? Parang, because I'm a car guy. Well, all of us are car guys. The three of us are car guys. And then, alam mo yun, slowly nag-evolve yun into parang patugtog ako ng sounds ni Sai or patugtog ako ng sounds ko. And then, yun, it just kind of snowballed from there. The idea na, why don't we get like unpublished stuff? It's stuff for published tracks kasi, di ba? Kasi Facebook will mute it, ganyan. But then again, it's really we're trying to open the doors to like mga newbie na producers, di ba? Parang hindi pa naman talaga sila naglabas ng anything on Spotify or parang tara patugtugin natin, di ba? And we wanted to recreate that feeling na nasa loob ka ng kotse na may kasama kang tropa and sa sound trip lang kayo. Yeah.
Are you playing the same? Sorry, go Daren.
Sorry. Anong mga games usually yung nilalaro niyo?
Okay, so parang this thing works best with mga open world driving games. Right now, I only have 3. Forza Horizon 4, The Crew 2, tsaka Beam NG.
Bakit kailangan open world? Hindi pwede Gran Turismo, ganun.
Yeah, pero kasi Gran Turismo will get really old. The tracks lagi like race tracks lagi whereas kunyari Forza Horizon 4, it's a condensed of the UK. Diba? So as in talagang, alam mo yan, yung feeling tigil ka sa stoplight or magbagal ka for a corner, yung ganyan. Whereas a racing game, it's like high intensity lagi. Diba? Masyadong adrenaline charge, diba? And it's over kaagad. Kung kami, papetik-petik kami mag-drive, mas na-enjoy namin yung music, mas na-enjoy namin yung kwentuhan about things,
Sai, what are you playing? Are you guys playing the same game?
No.
No.
Bale, ako yung naglalaro. Ang weird na setup namin. Ako yung naglalaro and I stream it. We are all together on a Discord server. So I stream it to the Discord server and we play the music from the Discord server. So para yung Discord server yung nag-aano sa amin in real time. Na nakikita nila yung what I'm doing in real time. So yung view nila really is the same view rin of me driving. And then we hear the music in real time so we can react to it in real time.
So may tanong ako, kailangan magaling ka mag-drive?
Hindi naman. Like,
hindi, frustrating panoorin para sa ibang tao. Dapat suwabe siya, diba?
Dapat suwabe siya, diba? Kaya minsan naiinis ako biglang may babangga sa akin na AI, parang buwisit.
Pero interestingly enough, parang may nakita akong phenomenon na ganun on Facebook. May mga nag-stream ng Facebook Live and then they're playing a game, parang bus simulator or parang ganun naman, or flight simulator, parang ganun siya. Tapos, yung iba may music, yung iba wala, yung iba yung gimmick, parang ganyan. Pero ang galing lang na we're exploring, na may nag-explore ng ganyang klaseng parang experience dito sa ating interwebs, diba?
Nung pinag-meetingan kasi namin ni Ian yan initially, parang the part of the goal was hindi lang siya gaming parang show na parang the game element is there pero malaking bagay yung music element and the reviews and yung kwentuhan aside from the kasi usually game stream, 'di ba? May ano naman talaga yung personality comes out of the from the gamer, 'di ba? Pero ito parang it's just one of the aspects nung buong show wherein malaking bagay talaga yung music. That's why when people watch the stream, parang may segments din kami kasi we also want to talk about cars, we also want to talk about we give tips on riding ganyan. So parang may ano talaga yun nga parang ang isang ano namin challenge namin ngayon nila yan is because of yung kwentuhan and the things that we really want to share with people. We're going over the time that we want sana to to maintain Pero all in all naman parang I mean we're still ano kasi first episode lang naman and even with our setup hindi man nangangapa although we've done like bunch of technical stuff prior to it pero kumbaga we're still finding our footing now. Parang okay kung hindi ganito yung mga ganyan. So hopefully alam mo yun mapino namin throughout the episodes.
Yeah.
Is it? Are you doing it live streaming or you're taping a live stream?
So with the first episode, it was pre-recorded.
Okay.
So we're still really deciding whether to do a live stream or so. What we did was we recorded the episode, pero yung episode ni live stream namin as a video so that we could join people in the chat room, ganyan. So may pros and cons both. I think with a live stream, na pure live stream, you have room to be spontaneous talaga, ganyan, di ba? Like reacting to people's chat messages and stuff. But there's also something technically nice about pre-recorded episodes, di ba? Kasi you can really sort it out. Pero pre-recorded takes so much time then. So it takes up so much time, di ba? I think we did like mga 3 weeks worth of like technical rehearsals. Like we'd meet a couple of times a week, di ba? From audio to video to latency, mga ganyan, just me.
Case in point actually yung isang final test technical namin midway through the episode nag-brownout kay Leia na wala sa tapos nagtitinginan na lang nagtitinginan kami ni tapos ako naman kami ni Mads ako naman tuloy pa rin ako sa spiel ko and that was ganyan pero alam namin wala na si Ian tapos parang later on iniisip namin I think we should stop na no kasi bali wala na rin to kasi hindi naman nag-record yung episode si Ian wala na siya parang
alam mo hindi man lang middle of the episode yun parang as in patapos na yung last track.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tell us about the hardware, the gaming hardware that you guys use.
So
do you have it like nearby or can you point the camera?
Okay.
Yung rig, pakita ng rig.
Magulo lang but wait So
ang alam ko si 8 naka-driving rig din.
Can you see it? Wait. So that's my CPU. It's
you gotta show the front, Ian. That's the best. That's what I want to see.
It's an old Betamax na ginawa kong PC.
Wow, galing.
Yeah.
And then
I have a multi-monitor setup.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, ang gulo ng kwarto.
Daren, siya lang ang merong Betamax. Betamax.
So yung Betamax, ginawa mong PC case, tama ba?
Yeah.
Galing. Wow.
Sobrang
galing nun. Cyberpunk.
By the way, si Ian sorts out all my computer hardware troubles.
Okay.
Parang in the middle of the night, Ian, ayaw maganyan. So, yun.
Wow. So,
Cyril, anong setup mo, Sai? Sorry.
And well, generally kasi, yung part of my role sa show is, well, ako yung nag-cue nung lahat ng music, nagpe-play, ganyan. Tapos kumbaga, well, yung sa namin, agreement na. So I'm facilitating the show. Para rin yun yung parang to avoid nga overlaps and so I lead the conversation dun sa buong show.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
parang si Ian, makatutok siya doon sa
yeah.
drive.
So kasi ang hirap din talaga to just really have your brain driving and thinking of the next track, yung mga ganon. And talagang, and it's not as fun pag wala kang kasamang ginagawa. And actually, nung nagpa-practice kami, enjoy din. Kasi parang totoo rin, alam mo yun, yung nagda-drive lang ako, na-enjoy ko experience, may papakinggan kami music. And in some of the tracks, like first time palang naririnig nila sa tapos talagang, alam mo yun, it kinda goes back to nung times na tumatambay pa talaga.
Tsaka
Tsaka
yung,
yung
sorry.
idea kasi na parang kunyari kasi nasa kotse talaga kaming tatlo, parang ganun. Yun
Mm.
yung na kaya yung biruan nung first episode kasi parang later on na realize Ian, wala nga, naka-Porsche kami, tas wala nga palang upuan kasi nag-joke kami, si Mads nasa likod, dahil ang tangkad ni Mads, tapos yung sikip-sikip sa likod, yung mga ganun.
Wala nga pala upuan yung 911 na ganung model. So yun. And it's all part of it is parang role play, but we don't heavily get into it. Pero it's just it's a bit silly lang na parang at the start of the episode susunduin ko sila. So on the game, I go to these houses where we and then I just trigger their video on the stream. Parang sumakay sila ng kotse. Di ba? So parang mga lalaking bata naglalaro ng Matchbox.
Actually, parang meron nga talagang may parang something yung kunyari nung bata na parang may isang maglalaro tapos may mga kapatid ka or may mga pinsa ka na kasama mo, nanonood kayo. Parang lahat kayo somehow in on it on the journey, di ba? Parang, so talking about yung mga ganun, ano yung mga games na nilalaro nyo nung bata kayo? Ikaw rin, Rayms, ano yung mga games na
Ako
nilalaro?
mauna, pare.
Mauna ka.
Yun o.
You know.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders. Yung kaya pangalan ng anak ko, Atari.
Yan.
Inabot ko talaga yung first gen from Game & Watch ng Nintendo, and then Atari, and then the Famicoms. Tapos nag-college na ako, so wala na. Hindi na ako bumalik kasi nung nasubukan ko yung Angry Birds, biglang nagising ako after 2 months. 2 months worth of work yung wala akong ginawa pala kundi. So meron like all of you, I have a very addictive personality, so I had to delete all the games on my phone and iPad parang. Kasi pag sinimulan ko parang hindi na matatapos eh. Okay, sorry.
Ako meron akong fake Space Invader sa likod.
Nakita ko nga agad eh. Galing eh.
Ako, wala ever since PC ako eh. Laking PC ako. Hindi ako nagkaroon ng Famicom, hindi ako nagkaroon ng PlayStation, mga Nintendo, PlayStation until college na. Bumili yung brother ko. Ayun. Pero I used to play mga Game & Watch pa. Meron akong Game & Watch sa Octopus.
I love that. Tinapos yung 999.
Hindi ko yata natalo yun.
Natalo ko yun.
Hanep.
Diba? Yun naman yung goal ng Game & Watch eh. Pag natalo mo na, pwede mo nang makipag-swap ka na dun sa friend mo na girl para, diba? Swap na tayo. Swapping nun eh, diba? Hindi mo naman kaya bilhin lahat eh.
Hindi alam nung magulang mo na swap mo na.
Para iba naman yung nilalaro mo, diba?
Oo nga. You're stuck with it.
Ako mostly PC, tsaka puro kotse talaga. Ganyan.
Ako yung yan, gumanda yung Game & Watch. Pero nag-Famicom ako yun, distinctly remember yun, yung hiningi ko talaga nung Pasko eh. So, Mario, the usual, di ba? Tapos, Contra, yan, Contra. Malaki yung Contra sa akin. Kumbaga nung maliit pa kami, parang nagre-roleplay pa namin yung Contra nung best friend ko dito sa kalye. Parang gano'n.
Gulong-gulong kayo sa kalsada.
Anong sound? Magandang soundtrack ng Contra.
Yeah.
Maganda.
Solid. Actually, sige, Ian. Sorry, Rayms.
Laging connected ang music at video games. Para you can remember kung ano yung sounds nung video game. Like, kunwari, especially nung Famicom na when Super Mario came and it was 8-bit and monophonic ba? Monophonic ba yung sounds nun? Kasi 8-bit lang eh.
Monophonic yun.
Pero naareglo nila, di ba?
Oo.
Naareglo nila into complete arrangements. It's genius din yung nag-aareglo ng video game.
Baliw
tat,
siya
tat.
actually. Grabe yung, actually, I think 2 weeks ago, bumili ako nung, ever since, gusto ko bumili ng mga, di ba nag-reissue na sila ng mga Famicom na mga 300 in 1. Tapos parang it's one unit na ganyan.
Na mas maliit. Yeah.
So parang years ago, sabi ko, kuha kaya ako. Tapos nakita ko, mga 3,000 pesos pa. Sabi ko, tapos parang, parang it just sabi na, hindi ko muna tinuloy. Tapos ngayon, recently sabi ko, tingnan ko kaya magkano na ngayon. Grabe, nakabili ako 600 pesos.
Wow.
As in, kompleto with the controllers, tapos para siyang maliit na mini NES. Tapos, what's funny is, actually, kaya ako na bring up, kasi sabi nga ni Rayms, parang, naglaro kami ng Contra nung brother-in-law ko, trinay namin tapusin ulit, ganyan. Tapos, yung iniisip ko, sabi ko, solid yung sound nito, no? Parang iniisip ko, sabi ko, ano kaya kung may MIDI file nito, tapos kinonvert na sa, tapos gagawin, tapos a-applyan mo ng yung mga sound ngayon. Parang ano kaya yung translate? Oo, di ba? Parang ano kaya?
Cyril, challenge kita. Hanapin mo online, may MIDI file yan. Imposibleng.
Maghahanap kami tatlo ng MIDI file.
Ng MIDI file na, I'm sure meron sa dark web.
Solid,
di ba? Hindi naman imposible. Kasi either may nag-transcribe at ginawang MIDI file or yung original MIDI file nasa darknet sa mga Reddit.
Meron yan for sure.
Are you wearing a Roland 808 shirt, Sai?
Yes.
Tingin nga, parang, di ba? 808 represent. Wait. Okay. I'll jump to something else. Tell us about Electronica Manila, how it started and how it's going.
Yan, Cyril yan.
Okay, so so Electronica Manila, nag-start kasi yan nung so I was na-introduce ako sa Fruity Loops nung college ako. So parang minabili lang ako.
Give us the year.
Ha? Mga ano yan, mga 90...
72?
Mga 99 yata. 98, 99. Mga minabili ako. Di ba ang dami nun yung mga... Tapos unintentional yon. Parang minabili lang ako so tapos naghahanap ako ng music stuff kasi nga nagbabanda na ako nun. So, pag na-install ko yung Fruity Loops, sabi ko, uy, okay to Tapos parang yung moment na na-empower ako na parang, shucks, kaya ko gumawa ng music na ako lang na minsan hindi pwede yung kabanda mo, di ba? So parang, shucks, pwede pala. So yun yung parang nag-push sa akin. So, and then, sa UPLB pa ako nun So parang, kumbaga, realizing parang feeling ko, ako pa lang, I mean, hindi ko kasi alam yung what was out there or who was out there. Which later on, na-realize ko na lang, like, Rubber Inc. was already doing like shows in Manila, ganyan. So, nangyaring yung EM, so naghahanap ako ng mga parang, so gumawa ako ng mailing list. Hindi ko lang alam kung ano yung nauna. Parang, if I recall, alam ko na, naghanap, so I was actively seeking like-minded people. Sino pa kayang gumagawa? Tapos may mp3manila.com yan data yun. So dalawa yung key people na naalala ko. Si Acid 42, si Lionel Valdel yun. Tsaka si Wolfman. So si Wolfman, siya yung talagang nakita ko, okay yung track siya, parang yung mga pinapakinggan ko ngayon. So parang I reached out to them, tapos parang kinausap ko sila, sabi ko, I want to form this community na tayo, kasi parang tayo pa lang So parang I wanted to form this community para tulungan tayo, di ba? Tapos we can do something with it and do shows or whatever. Parang kasi bata pa ako noon, so parang medyo idealistic na parang sama-sama tayo, let's do something, ganyan. So doon nag-start yun. Tapos at that time kasi si Lionel was already in touch with some other artists already kasi Manila-based siya. So parang sila Carlo, ganyan. So he was telling me, sabi, oy, tama, may mga kilala na ako. So sabihan ko sila para mag-join dun sa list na yan. So doon nag-start yun. Tapos yun. So after no medyo maganda na yung so we were So andun din yung sila Rubber Ink. So parang they were telling me na oh, we were doing this before, ganyan. We were doing recitals, ganyan, ganyan. So parang dun lang nag-ano na, oh sige, can we do something also with, can we start doing Electronica Manila Night, ganyan. So, yun, dun yun. One of the first nga, di ba, Rayms, nakatugtog ka rin nun, yung na-mention ko dun sa show, sa Big Sky. So dun nag-start yun. So,
Tell us who Rubber Ink is.
sige, Ian.
Malek Lopez and Old Bracking A.
And Noel, yes. They're
Yes.
still active.
Yeah,
Somehow,
they're active as they don't do
Professionally.
they don't
Yeah.
do Rubber Ink stuff so much, but they still work together. As like on our first episode, the track by Red Feather was produced by Noel and Malek.
I think Noel produced the first UDD record, right?
Yes, the first Drip album.
Drip and Cheese ba? I think did they work with Queso?
Queso.
Diba? Parang malawak yan silang dalawa eh. Si
Yeah.
Malek is with Drip, right?
Yeah.
Galing ng Drip.
So parang 20th anniversary ngayon ng Electronica Manila. It's
I don't remember how I joined.
Oh.
Hindi ko alam si Ian o si Lionel or si Carlo or si
It could
Wolf.
have been after that time. Remember that gig in Malate? Or parang prior to that.
Matagal na tayong EM noon nung Malate.
Nung Malate?
Oo.
Hindi NU. Malit lang. Yung nag-jump pa nga si Khalif sa set mo eh.
Yung may dala kang PC.
May dala akong PC. Tapos sabi mo, magdala ako ng mga Christmas lights.
Diba? That worked.
Oh, lagay kang Christmas lights para aluting na.
Si AJ kasama mo.
Oh, si AJ
He was
kasama ko.
doing video projection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Advanced. Wala pa naman masyado.
Parang DJ Shadow, di ba? On tune in time.
Oo.
Parang ganun.
Ikaw naman, Ian, what were you using now and then? Si Cyril yung now, hindi pa niya dinasagot eh.
Ako yata yung one of the guys na hindi gano'n nag-advance in that. Kasi parang I started with FL 2.7 and I'm on FL 20. Pero my setup has always been as compact as possible. Pero FL kasi allows you to use the PC keyboard as
You still do not have a controller.
I do not have a controller.
Okay.
Grabe to, Daren.
Laptop talaga. Laptop talaga dala mo.
Laptop or even nung may dala akong desktop, it's real. Ang controller ko talaga is PC keyboard. So I'm able to map everything I need there.
Sa keyboard.
Because parang at the time, remember, early 2000s, and yung technology noon wasn't as stable. Parang the last thing you need is ayaw gumana ng controller kasi hindi niya kabati yung USB port, yung mga ganun. So I needed to minimize my on-site troubleshooting, 'di ba? So it's either wala kang power or natagtag yung hard drive, yung mga ganun. Mga little things I could fix on the spot.
So, konti lang yung plug and play, hindi pa sobrang plug and play.
No, because I experimented with controllers then, pero ang controller ko nun joystick. I don't know if natalo na.
Yes.
Alam ko yung ganun,
Kasi may joystick plug-in ng FL eh. So, meron akong original yung joystick talaga, and then I moved on to a gamepad. So things like mga volume sliders, ganyan, or cut-off ng filter, ganyan, na-map ko to a joystick. Pero
glitch.
ayun nga.
Up, down, left, glitch.
para siyang chaos pad, di ba?
Yes.
Pag lumabas yung chaos pad, di ba?
Yeah.
For some reason kasi yung FL, ewan ko, nung nag-FL ako, hindi ko rin na-feel na kailangan kong controller. Ewan ko. Hindi niya sa akin eh. Parang nung nag-reason lang ako, parang doon lang ako
So now, are you still in Reason?
Yeah, oo.
Did you subscribe to the
yung
subscription or are you still on?
Hindi, hinihintay ko na lang yung actual release and we'll just update there.
Okay, here's my question because I'm the same with you. Can we still update without subscribing? Kunwari, I'm going to skip 12. I want to go to the 13th. Reason 13 na.
Okay.
I don't see anything in 12 that is to me.
Yeah, pwede. Actually, they're running both kasi na parang along each other. So may subscription tapos there's the regular upgrade path na Yun kung
But they
kung
do not promote the upgrade path. That's why I don't know. So
ah
I'm just finding this out right now.
okay. Well, hindi pa lang nila pinupush kasi palabas pa lang yung 12 in a few weeks or months.
Labas na yata ngayon yung yung high res or whatever.
Oo,
You
nilabas
said.
nila parang kasi ang ginawa nga nila yung C subscription um I think they're encouraging more people to subscribe. So
Mhm.
all the new improvements that are going to be in 12, they're already releasing it dun sa subscription. That's what's happening.
I
Pero
I do not like the subscription model because I do not need all the options. I
yes,
do not want to have the options of all the instruments in the Reason universe. Parang that'll bog me down. So I just
oh,
want my own set of sounds and that I can like manipulate because it'll take me forever.
You
What
just
is
want
your
a
reason?
platform.
What's your reason para to stay without the subscription?
well, for me kasi matagal na rin akong I mean tayo 'di ba? Matagal na tayong in with Reason eh. So I'd rather go the upgrade path um na parang binili ko kasi akin yun eh. Kasi at the same time kasi I see naman why they're doing the subscription kasi they're introducing Reason to new users kasi parang kumbaga if you're going to buy Reason straight up for $500, 'di ba? So for
Investor.
400 500. So
Magkano yung subscription?
20. 'Di ba? So parang enticing kasi for new users eh na parang shucks mag-subscribe ako ganyan. Tapos maaliw ako then kasi yun niya parang siguro for us ni Rayms yun niya kasi hindi naman namin kailangan eh. Ako I'm same with Rayms. I love the limitation eh. So kumbaga yung kung ayaw ang feeling ko kasi ma-realize mo siguro kung nag-subscribe ka later on gusto mo rin yung hindi mo naman kailangan lahat pero gusto mong maglumipat dun sa paid, 'di ba? So ang trap ngayon doon is if you're subscribed and you've been using like all of what's available out there tapos lumipat ka sa paid, you have to
Wow.
buy now all these additional plugins that were available to you before. So yun yung delikado. But if you just want to try it out, very useful siya. I mean, ako kita ko talaga eh. Pero when the subscription was announced, grabe yung mga Reason groups. Parang war sila dun, kagulo yung mga tao kasi yung iba hindi na never bothered to understand ganyan. So parang binibira nila. Pero okay naman yung path eh. Parang as long as yung upgrade na versions are still available, I think there's nothing to worry about naman.
Sige, go, Rayms.
Go.
Since we're on the topic dun dito sa gear, ano yung advice niyo sa mga gusto mag-start out getting into electronic music? What should they get first? Okay lang ba mag-demo? Kailangan ba license agad? Or ano? Kasi ang alam ko yung live light, paminsan pag bumili ka ng controller, may kasama ng live light. Okay lang ba yun? Could they start with that?
Sige. Sige, I'll go first.
Go.
I think yung sobrang ganda ng position ng someone who's starting now versus before. Kasi right now, ang there are a lot of DAWs na free. So Reaper pa lang free na. So FL hindi naman siya ganun kabigat if you wanna get into FL. Parang and how it performs now and what's available in the basic stuff we could have parang only dreamed of when we had the earlier versions of FL, di ba? Yan parang
Yep.
so kumbaga ang dali yung point of entry ngayon, mas madali, mas mura. At the same time, so many developers already have made like free plugins. So let's say if you wanna go up beyond pa what you downloaded for free na to create and you want new sounds, sobrang daming
to find,
instruments and effects that are also for free. That are really quality also. So madali siya ngayon and masaya. If you're on Mac nga, GarageBand lang, it comes free with your account eh. So, di ba, yun pa lang, mismo na yun eh. Justice nga, di ba, yung Justice na group, yung French group, they did their album in GarageBand. So,
No way.
yeah.
Mm.
So
No
walang
way.
walang
I love
excuse.
Justice.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
so walang excuse, 'di ba? Parang yun yung
Talaga.
Sa akin ito, I
All
think it
that
also
sound chaining ng Justice, garage band lang yun.
basta yung first garage
Wow.
band.
I think it also depends on what you'd like to happen, no? Like meron akong kilala na outright gusto niyang mag-perform, 'di ba? So yung options niya mas like I think Ableton Live is the easiest to pick up if you want to perform, 'di ba? Talagang but then for like bedroom production just to figure it out and to see what's there, stuff like FL or Reason or Reaper, diba? It's easy to get into. Minsan nga parang controller isn't even the primary consideration eh. Is ano yung kaya kong gawin with this, diba? Kaya ko bang gumawa ng house? Kaya ko bang gumawa ng drum and bass? Kaya ko bang ganon? Kilalanan muna. And then, parang ganon din naman kami pumasok eh. It's just that ako never ko na binitawan ng FL talaga eh.
Ako din nakaano na eh. Pinatato ko na eh.
Tucha
Yun,
yun.
no?
Tindi.
Hindi na ako pwede lumipat, ano? Para
Papatato ako ng mangga. Mangga ng
mangga. Ito yung question ko. Okay. This is very unique, especially for Ian. For both of you. Pero, tell us about your musical journey. Intro ko muna. Si Ian, you don't use instruments.
No, I don't.
But all your productions are fully formed. And so tell us about you. What did you listen to as a child? How did you get into music without any sort of physical instrument training? Because baliktad, si Cyril plays everything. Drums, bass, guitars, keyboard. So, okay.
So, ako, musically, just listening to, what my parents would play on a weekend. And then my brother listening to new wave music. And then when you kind of get to that age, you're looking for your own thing. I got into hip hop, diba? But what happens is I realized later on na lahat ng melodies na gusto ko, they're just swimming around in my head, no? And it got to a point where I wanted to make my own music when I was in high school, ganyan, diba? I would parang play with melodies in my head and I would get frustrated na hanggang doon lang siya and then mawawala na. When I started dabbling into software, mid-90s, early mid-90s, parang ganyan. That's when I realized, okay, this note, and this note, this note, and this note will make that melody that I like, and then I put another instrument. Ganon. It was Lego siya sa akin.
But you're using a mouse, right? Not a keyboard.
Yeah. So the performance part of it didn't really even occur to me till like the early 2000s. So I started dabbling in electronic music in 96, ganyan, di ba? And it was just really trying to figure out what I could do. And not being able, may times na parang feeling ko, shucks, kung alam ko lang sa gitara to, ang bilis siguro. So what I do is I slow things down in my head. So pag may narinig akong melody or may kahit drum beats, di ba? Rayms knows this, may narinig ako sa mga funky na breaks di ba?
Drum and bass.
Oh, drum and bass, di ba? Babagalan ko yung in my head para lang tug pak, di ba?
Wow.
So
I
tapos
never knew
yun,
that.
tapos lahat yun, i-breakdown ng utak ko, yung tug, lahat yun, kick, di ba? Pak, snare yun, sa ibang instrument yun. Hi-hat yan, may open doon. So, very Lego. Ganon ako magbuo ng music.
What were you listening to? What kind of electronic music? What?
I started getting into UK garage. Kasi like punta ka ng mga rave, di ba? So, dati, all I knew was that anything above 160 BPM na 4 to the floor na techno, di ba? Mga Ken Ishii, mga ganyan. Gustong-gusto ng ulo ko yan. And then, na-introduce ako to jungle. Yung friend ng brother ko, para siyang may mga cassette tapes na dinadaan sa bahay, mga ganun. Mga recordings from somewhere. Yeah, I got introduced to jungle, that's drum and bass. I've kind of stuck with drum and bass because parang much like new wave music to me, parang it covers a lot of things. You can have chin scratching drum and bass, you can have soulful drum and you can have jazzy drum and bass. Meron kang drum and bass na heavy metal, meron drum and bass na patayan, di ba? Gera, ganyan. It covers everything for me. So, pero especially I like the stuff that either reminds me of jazzy stuff or new wave stuff. Maraming new wave sa drum and bass if you can absorb that idea. Diba? Yeah.
Sai.
Well, ako yun kasi lumaki nag-start ako as a drummer. So yun talaga yung parang passion ko. Tapos yung sister ko parang binuyo niya yung mom ko na bilan mo ng class ng gitara kasi may Cebu work trip mom ko nun. Bilan mo ng gitara yung kasi ate ko nagbabanda, siya yung rock and roll sa pamilya namin talaga eh. So sabi niya bilan mo ng gitara yan si tapos tingnan natin kung pag-aralan niya ganyan kasi nga drums talaga yung gusto ko. Pero anyway, so long story short, na in love din ako sa guitar. So eventually parang it just so happened na parang na-enjoy ko siya both at the same time. Tapos when I was smaller, I think a lot of the kids naman at that time were forced to by their moms to take up piano for for a time. Tapos kumbaga binalikan ko na lang later on nung nag-work na ako as an arranger. Pero yung sa akin is kasi nung nag-start out ako, andun ako sa Metallica camp eh. Kumbaga nung time namin parang I leaned more into the metal side of things ganyan. Tapos nung na-introduce yung grunge yan, mga Nirvana ganyan. But yan Pearl Jam, yan mga nasa top list ko yan. But yung what turned for me was nung when I went into college tapos nauso yung mga MTV collection na yung mga compilation nila ng electronic music, nag-start yun. Tapos parang yung Wipeout na game. So kanina
Wipeout XL.
yes. So
That was a big one.
So I was yun parang kanina gusto ko i-mention na how music nga kasi yung Wipeout XL nung nilaro ko tapos narinig ko yung soundtrack sa shucks ang lahat ng solid nandito na, di ba?
Groundbreaking yung soundtrack. That was the first video game soundtrack na may CD na you'll buy the CD kasi ang ganda
Meron din Ridge Racer, yung mga arcade boxes na Ridge Racer. Kasi yun, Avex tracks, di ba? Japan na mga techno, di ba?
Wow.
Yun. So, but during that time, for some reason, of course, Chemical kasi was big eh. Di ba? Chemical was big na nun eh. Sila lang naman Chemical Prodigy, ganyan. Pero for some reason, na-in-love ako kay Fatboy Slim. Kasi maybe because I don't know, kasi siguro because of his sampling attitude, although hindi ako samplist talaga, pero because of his sampling attitude na because it's so organic na he takes from old stuff talaga na so siguro coming from a band na parang mas nag-identify ako muna at that time na using yung mga gitara, yung mga keyboard ganyan na sinasample niya. So and then I like the fun kasi magkaibang kasi Chemical very psychedelic, seryoso ganyan in a way. Prodigy di ba very angsty ganyan, punk ganyan. Yung kay Fatboy kasi medyo masaya eh. So I don't know, I just parang lean more into his sound ganyan.
Pop quiz.
Oh.
Which band did Fatboy Slim played before? Come on guys. And what instrument?
Bass siya, di ba?
House Martins ba?
House Martins, very good. Ang galing nyo. Woo, I love it. Fatboy Slim played bass for the House Martins. He is an awesome bass. Yes. Happy hour again and again. Okay. Also, I think one of the Chemical brothers is a bass player.
Okay.
So if you notice, si Fatboy and the Chems, the bass lines are amazing. Si Fatboy Slim has been using the same Akai sampler from the 90s.
Yes.
He bought like several of them. 'Di ba? Kasi ayaw niya for the longest time ayaw niya mag-software. And I think si DJ Shadow then for the longest time only uses the MPC 2000 until I think nasira sila nung nag-software sila pareho eh. It's the limitations. And I just found out si Liam Hewlett of the Prodigy only used he used one sampler, the Emu. Diba? He did everything on the Emu. So a lot of our favorite artists were using very, very minimal gear. Very inspiring. Who have you seen live na electronic artists? Daren, ikaw, mauna ka. Besides 9 Inch Nails.
Similar objects pa rin, syempre.
Similar objects.
Tapos, marami. Sa local, yan, sila Sai, napanood ko na rin. Okay rin, di ba? Tsaka, Taken by Cars, okay din. Mga ganyan. Sa mga mas malalim, for me, sino pa ba? Si ano? Pangalan na to? Crown.
Okay.
Si King.
Mm.
Kayo guys, sino napanood nyo na? Pati international.
International yata. Hindi. Well, does that count? If I remember right, I went to this, yung mga unang Groove Nation sa food court ng Shangri-La Mall.
Wow. Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Somebody correct me. But I think yung tatlong guys na naka-Adidas overalls doon was Atari Teenage Riot.
Oh, yes, yes.
Di ba?
Yes.
So,
I missed that show.
Andun lang ako.
Alec Empire.
Tapos, sino pa ba? Ken Ishii. Yan. I saw Ken Ishii. Tapos, well, they have a lot of the local stuff there.
Sai.
Ako, si BT, si...
BT, yeah.
si BT, si Kenichi, si Miguel Migs, pero medyo DJ set na yung tugtog niya nun. I don't know if I said Kenichi. Tapos BT, Fatboy, Justice.
Saan mo napanood si Fatboy Slim? Pilipinas?
Sa Pilipinas. Yung nag-DJ set siya sa Palace yata.
Palace, yes.
A couple of years ago.
Hindi, sorry. Hindi Palace. Basta somewhere. Tapos, Justice sa Palace.
Nandun ako.
Ayun.
DJ set Justice.
Yes, DJ set.
Grabe yun.
Solid yun. Deadmau5.
Solid.
Yo.
Solid.
I've
no such thing. Pumunta pala siya dito. Nakalimutan ko. Okay.
Saan mo napanood?
2020 yata? XXXX? Parang ganun. I think. Okay din siya.
I've seen Massive Attack, Hong Kong.
Wow.
Nice.
Hong Kong. The Chems in Malaysia.
What?
Yun.
I saw sino ito? Prodigy in Chicago. Pina-birthday nung kapatid ko. Nagulat na lang ako.
Grabe yung
Parang,
Prodigy.
here's my birthday gift. Manood ka ng Prodigy. What?
Grabe yung Prodigy.
Sino pa ba? Ang daming ano. Massive, hindi. Considered ba si
Radiohead, napanood mo na?
Radiohead, Taiwan.
Radiohead.
Wow.
Si to blown away ako eh. Hapon. Si Cornelius. Clock and Flap.
Clock and Flap.
Grabe rin yung Cornelius.
Hindi siya nag-B-side din. Parang nag-B-side din siya.
Hindi pa nagpipilipinas si Cornelius.
Okay.
Si XX, the XX. I love that. I saw them twice. Sobrang galing din. Groundbreaking yung para meron akong light bulb idea nung napanood ko rin sila. Okay guys, what is your day jobs?
Okay.
I never knew.
Ako, I shoot and I write for Top Gear Philippines.
Okay. Speaking of that, what did you do last weekend? You were in a car race. Tell us about it.
So I was the representative for Top Gear dun sa Media Autocross Challenge of the Vios Cup. I didn't race in not the circuit race, but there was an autocross track for
What is an
Manila.
autocross track?
So para siyang, it's a short course, short timed course na you go through para mga gates, mga pylon gates. So you can't hit any of the pylons because that's +2 seconds to your time. The actual course itself is mga 30 plus seconds lang. So
What?
the fastest of us was 32 seconds lang. Ako,
Ikaw ba yun?
No. My fastest I think was mga 34, ganyan.
Wow. Sino yung fastest?
This guy named Jose Altoveros.
Is he a pro driver?
Hindi rin. But he's very experienced. I think he's done it before. He was part of the autocross challenge then no 2019 for the Vios Cup. Congrats to that guy. Bilis.
Yung Vios Cup, di ba, nakakita ko mga celebrities yung iba di ba?
Yeah, so there's a class called the promotional class where they have celebrities and mga and then there's a sporting class and a super sporting class. Pero sa Vios Cup kasi na circuit, you all have to have race licenses. So
do they race all at once or parang time trials?
They race all at once.
Even the celebrities?
Yep. And
Delikado din, ano?
magkakaibang class, sama-sama kayo on the course.
Yeah. Do they provide you with the cars if, di ba, for
the way I understand it is the teams buy the cars from Toyota and they get prepped as a race car. Kasi parang pare-pareho ng spec yung mga race cars eh. Tapos what I've learned is that every race, yung mga computer box ng kotse are parang raffled off. Para talagang
Random.
patas lang, random. So if nobody touched the computer boxes, then all you guys should be
Same chance.
So is it gonna be online that race that you joined? Is it are they?
It was live
Is
streamed.
Toyota? It was live streamed.
But the stream is now up on the Toyota pages, and there's going to be another one in September. So I'm going to race again in September. So
I've had 2 Vioses. Is it a stock Vios or a souped up Vios?
The engine is stock, but the suspension's been changed. They took out everything inside. There's a roll bar, better brakes, ganyan.
May aircon?
Pero, may aircon. Pero yung
masarap yung handling nung
hanep.
Because the Vios will go anywhere, 'di ba? Para pangbaragan yung Vios eh. Merix.
Pero ito, race suspension. So the moment na ilabas mo siya ng race,
masarap.
Hindi.
Mayagyan.
Matigas.
Kalug-kalug ka. Kasi as in, finish sa race track eh. It's really race suspension talaga.
Sai, what do you do?
Well, same. I still arrange music, produce music pa rin.
For advertising, no.
Well, not as much as I want to. Lately, I mas na focus ako sa I do kasi music for music sound libraries abroad. So so parang kumbaga babatuan ako ng theme na kunyari or they ask me also for input like ano bang patok ngayon sa sa scene ganyan or so let's say we'll do one album na medyo parang hard techno ganyan or gawa tayo ng parang isang tapos extreme ends yun lahat like may techno tapos biglang may fashion stuff na pang catwalk lang dapat ganyan. Okay. Tapos meron ding drones lang like in an album full of drones na
ambient stuff lang.
Para ambient stuff lang tapos so sari-sari which is for me exciting din kasi for some reason like ako kasi I like exploring sounds eh. So in a way yung when I'm given a project na shucks kunyari a certain style like a certain style na pinagawa sa akin na shucks ang tagal ko nang gustong gumawa nito wala lang akong oras or 'di ba parang at least ito I'm gonna get paid tapos enjoy pa ako to create it parang ganun so yun yung natututukan ko tapos on the side parang I do some like content creation for clients ganyan for digital marketing mga ganun yun.
So guys, how can people submit yung tracks nila para sa Asphalt Music?
Okay. So we've set up an email address. It's asphaltmusicdroid@gmail.com. You'll see it then on the Facebook page. There's a post about it. And then a requirement lang is like a mixed and mastered 320 kbps MP3. That's your artist name, the track. If you want to tell us something about the track, that's okay. Di ba? But as much as possible, unpublished, so that we can actually play it on the stream on Facebook. Which is so I'm calling out to all the guys here if you want to send in demos. Ganyan, just it's Asphalt Music Droid.
Has to be electronic, right?
Electronic, yeah, electronic.
Okay.
So
Do you have to be a member of Electronica Manila?
no, not at all, not at all. So if it's interesting then because with Electronica Manila, a lot of the old guys there, di ba? Parang kami lang din kakilala. And this I'm hoping this opens it up to talaga anyone, di ba? If you're a bedroom producer, you made something last weekend or 3 years ago, you wanna share it, go. Just send it over.
By the way, I listened to that episode. You guys nailed it. Like parang when you described my track, parang oh, they got it right away. Like I really was thinking na para okay, there's gonna be ambient sound of people driving, so I've gotta keep making it really simple and simple and simple, stripping away the layers and the busy drums. Parang soundtrack talaga kasi because I've been making the podcast na parang pag magulo yung traffic, ang gulo dun sa mga drum fills and 16th notes, patupatugpak ng mga drums. So it's like stripping away all of that thing and make it almost ambient. And then I've been playing around with probability devices in Reason. Parang you'll set the parameters for the melodies and they'll make the melody and the beats for you.
Okay.
So you're still setting the key and alam mo yun, and the subdivisions of the notes and the length and pero set mo lang yung probability 40%, 30%, and then until something interesting comes up, okay, I like this, but it's generative.
Okay.
So it's not a melody that will really repeat unless you want it to repeat. Okay. And then it's like, oh, it looks good on driving video game stuff kasi you don't want a melody that will take away from the visuals, diba? So it was very interesting. Thank you for having me on the first episode.
Oh, man.
Thanks.
And sayang Mads couldn't join us because I wanted to talk about Ableton and Pro Tools. He's now working with Pro Tools, diba?
He's avid now. Yeah.
Aasarin na lang natin si Mads sa group chat. Sorry. Thank you for joining us. And please send us a link for the show.
Okay.
We'll put it in the description, and also a link where they can find your music as Morse and Silver Filter.
Alrighty.
May mailing group. How do you join Electronica Manila? If you
well like with all progression ngayon ng internet, it's a Facebook group now.
Oh, it's a Facebook group. Okay.
So
we'll put the Electronica Manila Facebook page link, your link for where you can find your music, and link for the Asphalt music show.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a great week,
so
guys.
much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ingat.